Like, he already played so well this fight.
Yeah.
I mean, as dumb as it sounds.
He did
Oh, did
his
he
job.
die?
Yeah.
Pom. Oh!
Ooh!
Oh!
Ah!
Hey! Ah!
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 He's fine.
So what's your impression of what happened this game?
Basically, like, apparently we went bad on net worth after I just took a look at the game. But we like lost top. So this Invoker had a free game, and then I picked Axe to counter PA, and then she had like double my net worth, and basically had a free lane, and I was like, oh. I looked at the replay briefly before, and like, yeah, I didn't. She pushed the first wave, and then I didn't equalize it, and then I get overrun, and I die because they get the level 2. And it's like a fucking... And then the mid game just doesn't happen because this Invoker's like so farmed, and I just don't know what to do, and everything feels terrible because like it just feels like they can fight all the time and we can't fight. Like they have, you know, this strong Lich, this strong farmed Invoker, this strong Willow, this Tinker that can go wherever he wants, and we have like 2 farming cores and then 2 like half-ass supports, and then me who's like fuck their lane up.
So you already understood why you lost the lane?
Just at every single stage of this game, I didn't know what to do.
The concept of adding the hunger is, in most cases, is to hunger the support.
Yeah, I know. That was wrong as well.
Yeah.
I felt bad one.
What you want to do with this spell is help your support win the support.
Yeah.
So when he beats the Lich out of the lane, he can start beating on the PA. And this camp, if the wave is coming in, you guys should block this. 1 minute.
Right.
There's a very simple reason why you need to block this camp if the wave is coming to you.
Yeah.
Because if the wave is coming to you, the PA can solo.
Yeah.
Because you guys can't go on the PA in the lane. You are not strong enough. The Lich can pull this, and the Lich can connect it to this camp. Or the Lich can pull it downwards like this.
He pulled it diagonally, I believe.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, this is like this is partly because your SD is bad, but you should know to block this big camp if the wave is coming into you.
Yeah.
So what the Lich can do is the Lich can either try to commit to pressure you guys here, or the Lich pulls a single small camp and then he feels bad. This big camp made your lane really hard.
True. Yeah, like it pushes up and then the Lich pulls and then
See, right now, if there's no camp, imagine, right? There's no camp. This Lich will be thinking, what the fuck do I do? I cannot really pressure the X here.
Yeah.
Because if they try to pressure you, you just hunger the Lich and you guys go on the Lich. The Lich will die. Right? So the Lich will pull this.
Yep.
But he's pulling a single small camp. And when you pull a single small camp, what happens? You push the wave out like for the next 2 or 3 waves, right? Yeah, so this camp fucked your lane. So here, like what you should be trying to do in this lane right now is like, your strength of your lane is that you push faster than them. So what you should be trying to do is you max your E, you push the lane, you keep aggroing and pushing the lane, and you help your SD secure this stack pull. You guys stack this and pull this constantly.
Yeah.
Like that's the ideal scenario for you.
Yeah.
Trying to kill them is not ideal scenario at all because it's dependent on them fucking up. They need to give the SD like 5 stacks of poison before you guys can kill, and like that's kind of how you guys are trying to play a lane. You guys are like trying to pressure them, but
I had last pick in this game. And I picked like Axe to like try and counter the PA, and I felt like pressure on myself to like stop her from playing Doa, and then I don't even stop her. In fact, I probably make everything worse.
your timing of pressuring the PA is not at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I might be outdated on like my view of Axe, because back in the day, you know, Axe was just this hero that came to lane and he fucking pwned any melee hero.
Yeah. It has changed a lot from then.
What is he now?
I
then?
mean, anyway the PA has a mechanic to play against you, right?
Yeah.
With the dagger. Like, the axe is strong against melee heroes that have no choice but walk in front to get the creeps.
Mm-hmm.
And Lich is good against axe because he is strong when you are weak. You're weak at level 1 and level 2. If the Lich just plays in the lane and buys like a clarity and 3 mangoes and just novas you constantly, you will get fucked as an axe.
Yeah.
I think here is where, as an axe, you ask yourself, like, okay, at this point, I want to know like what's going through your head.
I believe I cut the wave after this and farm the small cap on the wave because I'm thinking the wave's under his tower, my shadow demon's gone, and I feel like I have no money at this point and I want money, so I cut the wave.
So I feel like right here, after this Lich kill,
yeah,
I have a siege creep. I have a new wave coming.
Yeah.
To me, it's like, yeah, Poswall is useless. This Willow is a shit hero. He doesn't provide much at this point if he comes.
Yeah.
The Tinker doesn't want to come as well.
Yeah.
Maybe only the Invoker can come.
Yeah.
But Invoker's damage is weak against me because my mana pool is small, right?
Mm-hmm.
As an X. What I feel at this point is, as an X, I don't feel like I can pressure this PA alone. I feel like he's gonna farm regard fine against me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right here, I would think about who can come to my lane to push my tower with this siege creep. So I have 2 tower hitters. I have a Morph and I have a TB.
Mm-hmm.
But the Morph doesn't want to leave his lane. Because the Morph against the Tinker is like free farm at this point. And if the Tinker tries to jungle, if the Tinkers go to jungle, the Morph can hit the tower very well. Right? So I'm thinking in my head, the Morph wants to stay mid. Unless he gets a power rune. So here I'll be thinking, I'll look at my TB. Oh, he has meta, and he's in the area too. I'll just tell him to come down and hit this tower with me. Because I have a siege creep.
Mm-hmm.
And because I don't feel like I pressure this PA. You know?
Yeah.
Like if this Terrorblade is farming at the top lane right here, and this Invoker is just farming in the lane with him, the Invoker feels bad because the Invoker he's a strong hero at this point. He's strong. He's level 6. He has 3 strong spells. But he cannot stop this Terrorblade from farming. The Invoker will feel bad. He will want everyone to rotate to him to kill this TB. And same goes for you. Like, you are a strong hero at this point. Like, you can't be happy farming against a PA.
True.
If you're not stopping him. If he's getting 4 creeps out of 4 creeps every wave, it's bad for you. So I would think of calling someone to come to my tower after this kill.
Yeah.
So right now I will look at my TB. I'll say, TB, come push what tower. We got siege. Because I feel like the Willow can't really do much. The Invoker can come, but between Invoker, PA, and Lich, I don't think it's a very strong combo. If my Clockwork and my SD connect, like let's say my Clockwork and my SD, let's say he refills his mana and he TPs back bottom. As long as the SD is there to cover with the disrupt on the TB, I think we can take this tower. Even if the Invoker comes, I think we can fight. Like 3v3.
Makes sense.
So this is like the concept of like breaking the lanes when the lanes are not favorable for you. You need to find a way to break the lane. Right?
What do you mean by break the lane?
The status quo of the lane is not favorable for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Because to you it's like, how can the fucking PA, it's a carry hero at 8 minutes. He's not supposed to be able to farm these creeps easily.
Yeah.
How can you break the lane in a way where you stop this from happening?
So what ways to break the lane other than bringing heroes to your lane?
you can go to another lane.
Oh, okay.
And you can break the other lanes.
Alright. So it's literally just like a hero movement thing. You can't really break the lane in other ways. Like I can't break the lane by myself.
Yeah, it's like just changing the status quo.
Okay.
Right. Unless the mid lane is like you're owning the mid, your mid is winning mid, your top is winning. So and you feel like you have good answers against the PA in general in the game. So to you it's like, and this can be established since the draft. You can already tell yourself like, I have answers for this PA in the mid game, in the late game. I don't give a fuck. He can hit all the creeps he likes. As long as he has 0 kills. As long as we don't feed him, we can deal with him. If you have that kind of mindset already, then it makes it easier for you to make these decisions. Like if you feel like, let's say right now, right, your TB has no meta, right? You cannot hit this tower, right? You can just tell your team, as an X, you can tell your team, I think we can't pressure bot. Try to smoke to the Tinker. Because the SD and the Clockwork, two of them can just smoke to mid if the Morph is in the lane. They can just disrupt into a conk on the Tinker and he's dead, right? So it's about thinking, if my status quo of my lane sucks, I need to think about the other lanes. What's the status quo of other lanes? If I have like a Terrorblade with meta that I can bring to hit this tower, that's an option. If my Terrorblade has no meta, should I, and let's say their off lane is like a Mars or something, if I ask my Terrorblade or whatever to come here and the Mars just TPs down and he breaks our move, right? Then it's bad, correct?
Yeah.
If I feel like they have the answers to what I'm trying to do, then you shouldn't be doing it already. Because they can answer to it. They have the tools to answer to it. If they had a tiny pause 4 or something, a more impactful pause 4, then you feel like if I bring Shadow Demon and Terrorblade here to hit this tower, we will die. That's where you look for something else. And that something else can be telling your SD and Clock, like, don't come bot, try to smoke to the Tinker or something. And then as an X, you will change your mindset to, I max my spin, I buy Ring of Health, I cut the lane, I stay on full HP so that it's hard for my opponents to gank me. And I just farm more than the PA. I farm the two camps, I farm the lane, and I farm more than the PA. And I allow my supports to create a winning condition on the other side of the map. Right.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. So it's always about in the moment. It's like figuring out, catching yourself, like not letting yourself just play to the flow of the game, and catching yourself and trying to figure out what you think is the best like move. This your game feels weird because you are supposed to call your supports or people to play with you.
Yeah.
Here, your game feels awkward because your supports are doing this.
Yeah.
Like this should be normal for the TB because they are very, like, especially the Morph. He's very hard to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if let's say the TB is hitting this tower with you, the Shadow Demon is covering. The Clockwork stand mid. Morphling farm top. Like, you understand why the map needs to look like that.
I understand why we need 3 heroes, but yeah.
Yeah, it's about giving everyone a purpose. Play the map in a way where all 5 players have a purpose.
Yeah.
I think first and foremost, like, you had to think to yourself, like, how do I take this tower? There will be games where they have tools to stop you from taking a tower. But this game is not one of them. This game, you guys definitely could have taken this tower.
Yeah. So if it
it's just like,
open,
yeah.
if we did take that tower early, where was my what was my purpose then after that? Like what to, like was it just TB go fuck off back to triangle and then I just like farm their jungle or something?
I feel like it really depends, like, on the map. Like, either you could be farming these 2 camps if you feel like you're confident enough, or if you feel like the invoker can fuck you with like the 2 supports. It depends on their supports levels as well, whether they have a kill threat on you or not.
Yeah.
But someone definitely needs to play in this area for the TB to farm here, right?
Yep.
Someone needs to play here. But who plays here, it depends on the game, right?
If it's not
but
me,
you can
then
make
who
a
is
call. Like the clock can play here, although.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because for them to kill the clock, they need 3 heroes, right? Like 2 heroes is not enough. They have not enough damage.
Let's
Unless
say he
their supports have
was.
6.
Yeah, let's say he was there though. Let's say clock's playing there, TV's farming. Then where the hell am I meant to be in a
You can
situation
just
like
farm.
that?
You can just farm mid and tell your morph
Tell
to
Morph?
farm top.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because for the opponents, it's like if the X is showing top here, like you push it this wave out, you feel bad because you cannot cross this line.
Yeah, I die there.
You
Because I crossed
as an
that
X,
line.
you feel like you cannot cross this line. You might not even be able to farm this small camp. You take very safe farm as an X here. But if this Morphling was here, it's so hard for them to kill the Morphling. This Morphling can farm until here. This Morphling can even farm this big camp, right? That's why I say that the Morph farms top and the X farms mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but of course, again, this is very game dependent. Whether in another game, maybe your Morph is able to hit this mid tower because your opponents are just way too behind, then it becomes different in a, like you can just farm this top lane and you can tell yourself if they need 4 heroes to kill me. If they bring 4 heroes to kill me here, I don't care. My morph hits mid tower, my TB farms bottom, I don't care. As an X, I'm happy. Right? Yeah. So it's very game dependent. Like you kind of need to figure it out in the game. At this point, right, as an X, right, I can tell you, right, you shouldn't be making a move. Like
I should. Oh, what am I meant to be doing? I don't know.
Right now, right, as an X, right, what you need to understand about X as a hero is you need damage. You need teammates with damage.
Yeah.
Right now, your SD has no damage. Your clock has no damage.
True.
Your damage is TB and Morph. Your Morph has no EB yet. And your TB has no meta. It's unrealistic for you to make a move. Like, a move, when you say, when you think of a move, right, you are going to the enemy's territory. That's a move, right?
Yeah.
If your opponents come to your jungle here, like they come into your area here, and you react to it, that's not a move, right? That's a reaction, and reactions can work because your teammates are in positions to deal the damage. Your Morphling is already here. If you guys see someone walk under this ward, you TP, you blink call, your Morph is ready to fight here. He has that. He's ready to deal damage. But if you want to make a move in the opponent's side of the map, like you want to come to this camp, for example, or you want to kill someone here,
Yep.
you need teammates that have damage that can connect, right? And right now it's like both your damage dealers are not ready.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So if we go back to when I got my blink, like what do I do with that blink? Like, I mean, obviously I'm not meant to do anything, but like what? I just die for my blinker. It's great. I love my game. I just had the worst game actually on this team, I think, and I just felt bad. But like, yeah, like I have blink. I have nothing else. What do I do? I leave this base. What do I do?
If it were me, I would probably use this ward.
Yeah. In what way?
I'll call for a smoke and I'll cover this morph mid, I think.
But that's what I said earlier. I said I knew when I got my blink I should like get a smoke and make a play, and then you said you shouldn't make a play.
What I'm trying to say is you have no clear move to go like bring 3 heroes into their jungle.
Right.
Or like try to take their map.
Yeah.
So to me, like what you can do is you ask the clock to smoke you. Here. And you cover this morph for this wave. Because you have a ward there.
Yeah.
You can wait to react to see if they, because it's a mistake for them to go on this morph. And you are here to punish a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I think
So
you should
what? Oh, so if I'd smoked and covered him, then we could have gone on this. Okay.
do. Yeah, like I think you guys could have killed the invoker.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
But if they don't do anything, if the morph just farms this wave, then what I would do is I will look at my map. I see whether the Terrorblade has farmed this already. I'll choose one side to cover. Either I cover here or I cover here.
And by cover, what do you mean? Like stand and break smoke? Cause
It really depends on the situation, but
Yeah.
I think it's more like my clockwork breaks the smoke, or my morphling breaks the smoke, or my Terrorblade breaks the smoke, and I'm there to counter initiate.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But then during this type of situation, right? Assuming nothing happens and nothing keeps happening, I feel like I'm then like my net worth is just stagnated. I'm not going anywhere. Like, am I okay with this? Where I'm like, I'm waves and doing nothing, and I have this blink, and then it's 40 minutes, and I still have a fucking blink only.
So like I said just now, your two damage dealers, your two the two factors that enable you to make moves, make smoke plays, to go on the offensive is the EB or the meta.
Yeah.
Without these two things, you cannot make an offensive play.
Yep.
So when one of these things come out, you can make an offensive play. You can make a Clockwork X Terrorblade when the meta is up. Clockwork X Terrorblade smoke. And you see where you want to go. You can either go here, like to this part of the map, because they want to come in, right? You can either go here, or you can plant a Tinker Ward and try to catch a Tinker. Your Terrorblade can just show and farm, and you and the Clock can smoke to the Terrorblade and pull a ward and try to catch a Tinker. Or your Morph can sit mid and farm this wave, and you guys prepare to jump whoever shows here. Because you have this meta. So I understand what you were trying to ask. Like, I think if I was the Axis game, what I'm thinking to myself is, I just want to have Blink, BKB. If my Morph and my Terrorblade are having good games, they are both having good games, I just need to get a BKB and help them do damage. Like, I just need to get a good call. I need to ensure that I get a good call so that they can do damage. Because the problem with the Morph and the TB is they have a lot of damage, but they need the lockdown. They need the lockdown in range for them to do damage. If you call this fucking Invoker or Dark Willow plus Lich, like 2 heroes or whatever, they are both gonna die. They're both dead. Like, to me, this PA is not my concern. Like, to me, if I buy a Blade Mail to try to counter this PA, I would die to the magic damage so fucking fast.
I do buy a Blade Mail and then die to the magic damage so fucking fast. That's what happens.
Yeah. And this comes with thinking about the whole general picture more than just thinking about your one-to-one counter, right?
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to get sucked into the idea that, oh, I picked this X to counter this PA, and then you, in your head, you imagine yourself buying this Blade Mail, and then you call him, and then pam, then he's dead. Then you're like, wow, I'm so cool. But in reality, in a team fight, where your contribution is crucial, you cannot wait for the PA to show,
Yeah.
Like, you have two pause ones, right? If you are waiting for the PA to show to use this Blade Mail on him, your team, it's so hard for your team to play the fight. Like, your Clockwork is gonna hook in, and your Clockwork is gonna die in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's very hard for your teammates to fight if you're not there with a big BKB.
So what's our like rinse and repeat strat at this point then? Like, wait for meta, go fight? Like, is it that easy? Take control top, take Roche. I mean, we haven't even taken mid tower.
To me, it's like, when you guys feel ready, like item wise, you guys feel like you can hit this tower, you guys take this tower. But the map should look like this. Like, you 50-50 the map.
Yeah. Why do we 50-50
I feel
the
like,
map? Just because we don't have like aggressive heroes?
Yeah, because it's much better for your team to let them come than for you to go to them.
Oh, okay.
Like, the only situation I feel like you guys can go to them effectively is with Tinker Wards.
Yeah.
Where you start on a Tinker, then it's like everything is easy peasy lemon squeezy,
True. I mean, I asked this earlier, but I still feel like I don't understand. How do I keep my net worth up if I'm playing the protected core game? Or, like, does it literally just not matter? Like, it just doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay.
Like, it really depends on your hero, right? If you are last pick X, let's say you have like 6,000 gold now.
Yeah.
I give you another 10 minutes or like 12 minutes or whatever. To me, it's like, as long as you have a BKB, you can do your job. Anything past that point is like luxury. Maybe you get a Shadow Blade and you can get a pick off. But your clock can also do that, you know? It's not your job. To me, it's like, it's not your job to catch. For me, it's like, my clock is the catcher. I'm the person that seals the deal in the fight. I need to use my call in a way where my calls can do damage.
Yeah.
I don't want to use my call on some like fucking invoker far away where my calls cannot do the damage.
Gotcha. I see.
Yeah, that's how I view the fight. I want to look at where my two calls are at all times, and I want to follow up on them, help them do damage. That's my job as an X, I feel. That's the most effective way I can use my hero. That's why I feel like it doesn't really matter your net worth, but more like your idea of how you use your hero.
To be honest, this part of the game doesn't really faze me that much, because I think if I was like of sound mind, I think this game's fine. And I wouldn't be doing weird shit. I'm mostly just concerned about, everything that happened earlier.
I won't push this anymore, like, right now. I won't, I think, let's see. I will let them push it to me. Because there's no more big cam, right?
Right.
The tower is hitting the creeps. If all these creeps like push to me and the wave meets here, the PA can't farm this wave.
I see. So instead of walking into the middle of the creep wave and stuff, I should just relaxed and then it will push naturally.
Like what you're doing is like you are evening out the wave, right?
Right.
So you are making a 5-5. So the next creep wave is gonna meet like here again.
Okay. So why
should this situation doesn't help make it better for you. What makes it better is if the moment you see their tower hitting your creeps, you tell yourself, I can't even out. I don't want to even out the wave, right? So I'm just gonna let it push to me. Because there's no big cam. Right?
Yeah.
Right now. So if this wave is pushing to you, they have no big cam. He can only pull one single small. And then you can control the PA here already.
Okay.
Like you and the SD will 2v1 the PA. If the Lich doesn't pull and he chooses to stay here and 2v2, the lane will forever stay here. As long as you don't push it with your E. Like you just aggro the creep and last hit instead of like standing inside the creep wave and using your E.
But then how do I pressure to PA if I'm not? I mean, I guess it's like the lane's far up. But like...
Yeah, if you are 2v2 here, you guys can go on the Lich.
Oh, right? Yeah. Okay.
Like because you have enormous chase time and they have no chase time. Right?
Yeah.
You are very close to your tower. They can't do anything to you. If the Lich chooses to pull, because the lane is so far up, it's uncomfortable for them, right? Then the PA will get fucked. Like you 2v1, you run up, you and the SD run up, the PA cannot farm this wave at all. The PA will lose one full wave.
Yeah.
You saw him, the moment you see him stack the small, right? You need to equalize this.
Equalize it? Oh, push. I see. So instead of going on him, I need to go on take those creeps.
Yeah, or like bring the creeps to the melee here and like clear it together. Because what this Lich should be doing right now, he should pull this.
Yeah.
And then you are busy here, you're so far away, right?
Yeah.
What if you bring the creeps to this camp, right, and clear it here, right? You can connect to this place fast, right, when he pulls. But if you come here all the way here and he's pulling right now, you feel so bad. And the PA will just dagger the SD and the SD cannot go in. And you guys will lose one wave. If the opponent stacks the small camp and your hero can clear Sand King, X, Underlord, anything, what you want to do is clear this wave fast and let them pull. Let them pull. Okay. Clear the wave, let them pull.
Can't I just go pull?
Can't you just go pull?
As in, like, if I go stack and then I just go cut wave and then pull it into the small camp?
It's too early already to do such a thing.
Oh, okay.
Like, to cut waves and stuff is like...
Yeah.
It's like quite later on, I think. Like, at this point of the lane, if the Lich is standing on you and Novaing you, and you will feel so bad. Whenever I play any, or my offlane is any hero that can clear creeps, I will let my opponent stack the small camp. I feel that it's good for me. And I'll push the lane fast and I'll say he's pulling stacks. We clear fast and then we go farm contest.
Yeah.
Why I say this game, like, to me, I will buy Ring of Health is because this game I feel like I want to buy Hood. I don't want to buy Dagger.
Alright.
Like how I see myself as an X this game is I buy a Hood and I keep playing in their face. Because their hero like damage on me if I buy a Hood.
So you would go phase 1, or not phase 1, but like, you know, wand against a PA and stuff, and then health, ring of health, and then phase, and then blink. Oh no, hood, sorry.
Yeah, I think see how whether I want to face or not, all this is like depend on whether I feel like I can pressure the guy.
Yeah.
But I think the moment I get a Hood this game, I feel like they literally have no damage to kill me anymore.
Yeah.
It's all magic.
That makes sense.
And they cannot kill my Morphling also. And the only person they can kill is Terrorblade, right? But my Terrorblade just sits in the jungle here.
Yeah.
And they cannot come in, right? Because as an X, I'm playing here. Or if my Terrorblade comes down and takes this tower, right? Let's say I buy a Hood. My Terrorblade finishes this tower, he wants to farm here, right? He wants to farm this place. I can play inside here with a Hood. Right? I can play this camp, I can play this camp. I can stop them from entering this area to kill my TB. Because they cannot kill them all. Right?
So he can just always play top or mid.
I can play as a wall as an X this game.
Thank you for watching. This was a coaching session between me and Ponlo. He is a 9k MMR Southeast Asia player. I would like to keep posting videos, hopefully shorter next time. Maybe a bit more concise. I won't do any heavy editing on these. It'll just be, you know, recording of our session together, cut down a bit. So I hope you enjoyed or learnt from this. I hope you enjoy from the next videos I make, and thank you.